everyone, this is Rex Red. I am back with another Ez3DTv tutorial. And we have full screen now. Yes, this is me again. And we are back. It is that time. We are going to create a scene today. We're going to start off with ultra scenery. I think we're going to start off with our figure first. So we're going to put a Genesis 9 figure into the scene. I kind of know what I want to do, but it's not completely formulated. It's just a concept. A concept of a plan. And so that means we're going to kind of make it up as we go along. And if it comes out terrible, I can just blame all these people around me who don't know what the hell they're doing. So, yeah, that's how you do it. So what we're going to do is put some pants on this figure. And you know, I don't know that it really matters what shape they have or anything, because I'm going to just put a robe on them. So they don't even really need to have pants. But what we're going to do is spin them around like this. Okay, I got to go in here and turn all this hidden stuff off. Okay, Genesis 9. Parameters, we go, where is everything here? Show sub items. Oh, we have the word hand. That might do it. Y rotate. Welcome, people. Welcome. If you're watching this after the broadcast, okay, so now we're going to get them in a pose that makes them look like they're kind of walking. It's called a walking pose. And I don't know. I think I'll probably put a female shape on this one. Let's see what this looks like. Okay. I think that works. Now we come in here. I am going to put a female shape on here. I've got one here somewhere. Just because okay, I think I've got like Victoria nine here somewhere. Nico Tanish shapes 9. Okay, it looks like something's wrong here with my shapes 9. Okay, what's wrong here? Assign action. I've done something wrong here. Visual menus. Which one is this now? This is shapes 2.9. We get down to shapes 2. Shapes 2.9. It would appear that I only have two things of shapes. So let's just close this and we'll go to the other way of doing this, which would be actor, full body. We'll just use the Victoria body. Okay. Save this as, we're going to call this Through the Woods. Through the Woods. And welcome, people. Welcome, welcome. So what we're going to do now is put a fantasy. Now, I bought this texture set, and I didn't realize it was actually just textures. But that's the way. Okay, we want this with the hood on. So let's see what happens. There we go. That looks like it's kind of right. It looks kind of weirdly, oddly shaped. And so I would think that we probably need to do a D-Force simulation on this. Okay, let's go to settings. Let's see if it will let us do a simulation with... Okay, we're going to go simulation, start bones off, simulate. What happens here? Okay, that looks about like it's supposed to. Okay, and yeah, this is going to be from behind, so it doesn't really matter if they even have skin, because we're not going to see their face or front. Okay, so now we're going to go into our Ultra Scenery 2, create some Ultra Scenery 2 world. Here we go, and then we go and bring this down. I've been looking for a job, a full-time job, which means that when I get up at 9 o'clock in the morning, Monday through Friday, and from like 9 to 5, I work a job. And when I get home on the weekends, I'm probably not going to feel like doing anything that has anything to do with Y and tube in the title. Okay, so yeah, so it's kind of the way it's all turned out. You know, when they demonetize my channel, it's like I don't, for whatever reason, you're leaving somebody without an income. It's like having a heart attack and not being able to pay your bills or something. It's that devastating to your life. And so, and you know, it's just, and you know, what do? Go on begging for money on to my fans? It's like, no thanks, I don't want to do that. You know, I'm sorry, that's not me. So, you know, at this point, it's just, I have to take and I have to stop doing this, you know. So it's right now I need to be studying for a test for my new job, and I'm doing this. Like, I don't know why. 20 minus 20 minus 20. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's too low. Minus 2. All right. That looks like a road through the sorta kinda. So we go minus 2.5. All right, 2.6. All right, 2.7. All right, I think maybe we'll go a little bit more, 2.8. And maybe a little bit more, like 2.9. That looks like it works. Save this again. All right, this looks like we're getting somewhere. Now we need a road. Let's see, ecology preset. We're not going to do water. Not in this world. Okay, I think if we go up here, we have some, what are they called? Terrain preset, river, track. Okay, let's try that. Oh, that's nice. It just put my elevation and all that stuff, I think, back up. Okay, let's bring it down to, like, down to 2. See what happens. All right, point. Okay, this was what we did at 5. We had it, I think, at 5, and then this one was at minus 2.9, was it? See, that didn't work. Minus, all right, minimum minus 4. Minus 5. 6. Okay, minus. Now, why is this so bumpy? What we're going to do is take this map here. Okay, let's smoothen it out a bit by going gamma. I'm going to go gamma on you all. Okay, that did the opposite. We'll bring it down this way. Okay. And I think we'll go a little bit more down on the gamma. All right, then we bring this down to 7 or 8, minus 8. Minus 8. Minus 10. Okay. And then we come here to our seed and change the seed a little bit. Let's just change it. I hate how this seed thing works. It's like you click in there, it's okay. Okay, it's gonna crash. That's probably my fault. Okay, so we go here, back to here. And we go, just a moment. I'm going to be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see what we've got. Hello, hello, hello. All right, so let's bring that back in. Open a new Through the Woods. Create. Angus, welcome, dear friend from the hinterlands. Very nice to have you here, friend. Very, very nice. Back again. Let's see how far it was before we... Okay, we got to put a road in here. A pathway of some sort. Now, so we click on Ultra Scenery. We come back here. And we go to Ultra Scenery 2. And we were going to add some features. Terrain preset. Where is that? Eroded hills. Mixing type. It's not that. Where is it? Preset. Terrain preset. Track. Okay, and then we bring this down to -10. See what happens. Okay, -15. And somehow we're up with a +10. Okay, so what we have to do, let's get out of here and find our road here. Where is our road? Okay, we're gonna move our figure over here to this part. Oops, Z, we can't do that. We have to do this one. We're going to just move them over here and ignore the fact that we shouldn't be doing that. Genesis 9. Environment, Genesis 9. Okay. And now we're going to try to bring this road up. Surface. Ultra scenery. Okay, not surface. It would be ultra scenery 2 minus 14 minus 12 minus 10 minus 11 11.5. Now that's 1.5. I don't even know if my, okay, that's kind of like, all right, so we take our Genesis 9 parameters. Let's rotate them Y. I wish this path here didn't have that you had a choice of just a path and not like without the middle thing. So, but that's what we get. All right. So now, how far are they away from the ground? Okay, they're not that far. Okay, so Z, save this. Okay, and I don't know what I'm doing. And let's get a camera in here, create a new camera. Copy. So, yeah, welcome people, welcome. And so now we have our Ultra Scenery 2 here. And we're going to, we have new trees. Some new trees that have been, have come out. So we're going to add some biome. Now I could just pick one of these pre-made biomes. Ecology preset. Let's just go with, woodland, maybe? I don't know. And let's see what happens. Woodland. We shouldn't have trees right in the road, so that's kind of one consolation. I think everything's still appearing. Okay, we're waiting for it to appear. Okay. Now let's see what this looks like. Save this. Okay, and then we go to iRay. See what it looks like. All right, and then we go to make sure we are at some kind of reasonable map. Okay, yes. Let's go up. Up one. Create a folder. This is called Through the Woods. Through the Woods. Select and render for me. Okay, now the problem I think we have here, okay, I guess this is okay. Let's see, so far. I just leave the land where it is, I'm not sure. It looks like we got some water turned on here, so we got to go and look and find out what's wrong. Something's wrong. Okay, so we don't have water turned on. Okay, river stones, we shouldn't have them here, so we're going to delete them. It says there's some river stones. River pebbles, we don't need them. They can go. Aspen Road. Okay, so now when we select the trees here, aspens, and we look at the minimum altitude would be minus 10. Okay. Oh, these are centimeters, so we would have to go minus, let's say 200, just to make sure we're covering our bases. And now road pebbles are fine. Stream side grass, we don't need that. We don't have a stream. Imagine that. Minus. So we don't need stream side grass. River logs. We don't need those because we don't have a river. Okay. And let's throw a spotlight in here to turn off our ugly camera light. Sometimes it's nice, but... And then we go here to our environment options, parameters, and let's pick it just any kind of HDRI for our scene here. Nebula, we'll go with that. All right, and let's see what this looks like. Render. Okay, there it is. Now we got something we got the grass is stopping here. So this obviously is a lower altitude. So the grass isn't going low enough, and probably neither are the leaves and all kinds of other stuff. So we got to fix that. All right, so we go back to our ultra scenery. We go out of iRay, so we can Control L, turn on our lights just so we can see. Then we go back to ultra scenery. We select our grass, and down here where we're going to go minus 200 centimeters. Okay. That might be enough. That's for our grass. Road pebbles, they can go into the minus as well. Minus 200 centimeters. And the fallen aspen leaves can do the same. Minus 200. And we might have to bump that down, I guess, even more. So we'll save this. Let's see what we've got here. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn culling off for the trees. Because what's happening is the trees are just ending at the camera. And then the light coming through is just streaming through like there's a big field behind her and she's about to walk into the woods. And so what we do, okay, now see, this is working now, okay? All the leaves and the grass are going down into this lower elevation area. Okay, so that's working, but our sunlight is, like I said, the trees are ending here because the camera, it's a camera culling thing. So if we go to our aspens and we go here to, we go ignore culling just for the trees, okay? And what that will do is put trees kind of behind her, and then the sun is going to have to kind of peek through the trees. And that's when we're going to get some interesting lighting here rather than it just being like open field lighting, okay? Hopefully. And let's see now. So we've ignored the culling of just the trees. So that means there are now trees behind her, okay? And now you can see she's kind of encapsulated in this world, okay? And so what we can do now is here. Now I could create artificial light to make it look like the sun's coming through. But it's not the same because you don't have all those individual leaves that the sun is trying to get around and create like shadows, hard shadows, okay? So what we do is we take and select our aspens and come here to density, and we bring the density down. And you'll notice them thin out. Okay, let's try that. See what happens with that. The trees are still going out around her, but there are fewer of them. That when there were no trees, she was like basked right in sunshine. So the light still, but we can see there's a little bit more light coming through, but it's not making it through. Okay, so we're gonna go, we'll cut this in half, and we'll go density like that. All right, let's see what happens now. Okay. We're still not getting. I think I'm going to try a different HDRI. One where the sun might be up. Now I could just change the seed of the trees like this. And it might kind of like just rearrange them enough to let the sun through. That's kind of coming through, but it looks like there's a big pot, like empty spot here. Like, we're not going to put trees there, but we're going to put enough trees. See, the sun's not up high enough, I think. Okay, I'm not sure, but we just try. I could try moving. Let's go into iRay, because our trees are actually going to be on. That's the only thing we're not going to see is the grass and the leaves and all. So I don't like this arrangement because it's too bare here. So we'll just try a different seed. And a different one. Now it looks like we've got some stuff here. Now I'm going to take this minimum altitude and I'm going to go like 400, minimum altitude of 400. Just see if that could be a problem. All right, and now the density. So this isn't working. It's a nice sky, but it's just not poking. The sun isn't high enough for this. So if we take something like See where these, see you can see where the sun is. It's like this one is right on the horizon, but that one's up a little higher. See what we have now? See, this is because of the culling, okay? Because we kept the trees here. And so it's going to create this, and the sun is high enough to come through and create these shadows. So now when we hit this, we get this. And not spooky, but just mystical. We go with this one. And let's try this array of fog. Wispy fog. So Y translate, we bring this down. Down some more. Some more. Y translate. You know, we have a lot of different types of fog that you can use in your scenes. Okay, I'm going to go here to, now if I select my camera, I think, yeah, my camera is right about where so I'm going to lock the camera. So that's kind of where I want this. And then we're going to go to this perspective view, and I'm going to take and look at this wisp array here, and then I'm going to zoom out on it like such. Where's our, and this is it, where the whisk array has got, our land has got this weird thing going on. So we're going to move, okay, 9. And I can't really see the whisk array, but I think there's some, yeah, there is some kind of, all right, representation here. So we're going to try and, how do I want this whisk array? I'm going to try going long ways. Okay, so we're going to Y rotate like this. And let's start it in the middle like this. But what I'm going to do is angle it ever so slightly. Okay, we'll go X rotate. I think X is the, no. That is weird. Z. All right, so we're going to use these. Okay, I'm going to angle it. Then we're going to get down to our camera level. And then we're going to go like this and bring it down so that it's not just, okay, and let's see, it's still, so we're going to try to angle it a little bit more. So that it hugs the land a bit. Okay, let's try this and see if we can actually even see anything. If not, we'll just bring it up a little more. No, it's like way high. So, but it's at the right angle though. That's what's kind of nice, is that we were able to adjust the angle. All right, and bring it down a little bit more. Okay, and then what we do is we take, maybe angle it a little bit this way. Okay, I angled it the wrong way. ZZ. Okay, I think I'm going to leave that like that. And what we'll do is we'll take the density down on this. So we go to surfaces. Let's go to 20. All right. And now let's save this and see what our image looks like. All right. And I think this kind of works. We have to wait until it reticulates a little bit. It's going to be really nice when we have like D-Force VDBs, you know, where we can take this fog thing and just kind of like let it like lay on the ground and shape to the ground. Right now we can't use Mesh Grabber on this, so unfortunately VDBs you're kind of stuck with the way they are. But we'll close this down, and let's take this and just kind of mess around with this VDB a little bit. If we kind of rotate it like this, I can't do anything now. These things. All right, ultra scenery. We'll go back to here. That's what we want. Let's try just moving it around a little bit until we get maybe what we want. Okay, that didn't work. Z. Okay, I saved it. Z. Okay. All right, what I'm going to do is try and go back to this. Z. Okay, and now what we have to do is lift this back up so we can actually see the visual representation of it, like that. And then we can move this a little bit like this, and okay, there. Now we bring it back down like this. See how far we've got to bring it down. Okay, a little more. Okay. I almost like that, but okay, this is where we can now take this here and just bring the density down some more. Surfaces. Bring it down to like 5. Okay. Save that. And let's see what we have for a scene. We'll try bringing the fog up a little bit more. Y translate. Okay. Maybe a little bit more. And then what if we bring the density down some more? Surfaces to like 1. Chris, welcome. Welcome, friend. Very lovely to have you here. Very nice. Excellent. Hope all is well with you. Yes. So we're, okay, we have this gray color fog. I wonder what happened if I just, okay, added, we have the surface multiplier scattering. What if we just kind of made it a little bit yellow? Kind of got this dark gray fog. There we go. Just kind of make it a little happier. Very nice to have you here. YouTube is saying that we have one person watching. No people are here, according to the concurrent viewers. Nobody's watching. So I think that's news to you all. But, yeah. Okay, we just kind of got rid of that dingy gray fog and made it a little bit more happier. We have happy fog. Come on, people. Fog can be happy if it wants to. Let's see what this looks like in a render. Just a little bit less than that. All right. And then let's see what we've got. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah. Mess with it a little bit. And so we go to the bluish world. All right. And see what that looks like. We kind of offset the sky color. And what if we go just like 4 instead now? A little more dense. Yeah, so it's nice. It's still saying we have 0 concurrent viewers. I'm not sure why it doesn't know how to count the people that are here. All like maybe 3 people here. Imagine if I had like hundreds of people here. I would probably just not, you know, how can it count hundreds when it can't even count like 3 or 4 people? So, yeah. And it does the algorithm well. Now it says there's 4 people. It's like, yeah, okay, I thought there were about 4 people here. So, yeah, option it says relative to size and see what happens. Okay, we might actually get like a more finer looking fog, something maybe a higher quality fog. Absorption multiplier. What if we just kind of make it absorb a little bit more light? And that's the absorption scattering multiplier. We could take that down a little bit. All right. And then we could bring the, with that, we could bring the density up more. 7. Take the scattering down and bring the density up. So we have a more dense, okay, let's go to 12. So our fog doesn't look too so kind of grainy. Let's see what that does. Let's go to 22. All right, now let's go here. Yeah, I just love working with VDBs. It's just it's so amazing, the technology, the VDB. We are up to, yeah, so probably about 5-10 minutes. 10 minutes at the most. It should be up to about 2,000 iterations. So, yeah. Very nice. Yeah. I think it's just really amazing. The whole Daz studio experience is just, to me, really amazing. So, what if we put some flowers here? Some dandelions. Close. Some kind of flowers. It reads 5 from my corner. Now, I mean, it's saying 6 now. It's just from within the studio. It's probably because I am broadcasting and it's trying to like download a constant tally while I'm uploading at the same time. So just to be kind of fair, so we go back to Ultra Scenery here. And let's add some flowers here. Add. And we have some new trees. We could try adding some of those as well, but I think we have enough trees. Let's see, what's this? Those are forest litter. And okay, weeds. What's this? Weeds. Okay, tall grass. Let's add some tall grass. And we have to do that same trick with the tall grass. We have to... Now, the thing is the tall grass may have the same pattern to it that we have grass and road pebbles. Yeah, so I don't even think we have tall grass here. So, but what we'll do is we're going to just change the seed of the tall grass just so it's not mimicking like the grass seed, that it doesn't have the same pattern. And then we come here to minimum altitude, and we're going to bring that to -400 again, centimeters, just to make sure. And we're going to do the back face culling. And we're also going to do back face culling on our other grass. See, that's 15,008,061. Yeah. What's it? 158,061. Okay. So what we're going to do is when we add this okay, that already has back face culling, okay. And back face culling is on for that. So those, I guess, are automatic now. Back face culling is on for the leaves. But it wasn't on for the tall grass. So, and let's also add some flowers. Where are they? Bracken. We could add some of this bracken, maybe. just a little bit of bracken. Let's try it. See what happens. All right. Well, it put 0 bracken in. We might have an issue with the, oh, no, it didn't. It put 18,000 bracken in. Let's save this just in case it crashes. And we've got to do the same with bracken. We've got to put that down to like minus 400. All right, save it. And we're going to have backface culling on the bracken. And then let's see what this looks like with tall grass and bracken. I think bracken is just a fancy word for ferns. So, yeah, I love it how Skype just constantly allows people to add themselves to your add themselves to your alert list, you know. So I constantly now have somebody every 5 minutes sending me an alert for something that I have absolutely no interest in whatsoever. So I have to go and shut it off. I don't really like the bracken there. I think the tall grass is kind of nice, but the bracken isn't doing it for me. So I think some flowers would be better. But what we can do is take the bracken and replace it with something else. So if we have ultra scenery selected and we go to our, what's it called? Alienator Pro 2. Open this up and see if I have something I can replace the bracken with. Bracken 1. All right, select. Briar patch, what do I have here? How about these? Let's try that for those. This for those. Paul, welcome, welcome. How are you this evening? How are you? Very nice to have you here. And there's some chamomile. We might as well do this. Bracken verge. We got all kinds of bracken. My gosh. I just like way too much bracken. Here. This bracken. And that bracken. And we'll do some of that for that bracken. And this one for that. And this one. Bracken verge. Bracken dead. I think there's a way to delete these maybe. Okay, possibly not. Okay, we'll do those. This is gonna, I might end up just having to delete the whole thing if it comes out terrible, I guess. So, but we'll try this and see, just for the fun of it. Chamomile. Those, and we got some bracken. Dead bracken. This. That. This. And that. So we come over here to the converge. Oh, where is it now? What do we do? Okay, link. Yes to all. And then we come here. Bracken dead. It looks like it only linked one thing. All right, let's see. Bracken. It did. Okay, so let's link that. Link this. Quite sure I did it right, but I wish I could just kind of delete these right here. Okay, they're apparently linked. So it just does it on a... So if I do these all like in a... along this line here, and then this here, and that, and this, then I link it. Okay, that didn't work. So it used to work. It doesn't anymore. Something's changed the behavior of that. Link. All right, and link that. This, now we have this dark chamomile. I don't remember seeing now. Oh, now there's all kinds of other flowers here. Fennel, okay, now. All right, which is kind of good. It gives us some other things. What else is here? Okay, there's some green fennel. And it must smell very aromatic here. And these ones actually have flowers on them. And that, this. And we've got some more bracken. Bracken. All right, we'll go with one of these here. And we'll go with this one here. And we'll go with some more of these here. And this here. This. So this is the opposite of instancing. This is like everything, every flat plant is a completely different. Now we have these conversion sets. We click execute. And watch Daz crash. So it's replacing all that bracken with all those other things. Yes, welcome, Paul. Very nice to have you here. Thanks for saying hi. Very awesome, truly awesome. Yes, so we are working with Alienator Pro 2. Says we just jump from one thing to another here. That's how we do stuff. Now we do a render and see what this abomination looks like. It's like the last soup that I made. I put all these different things into it. And so many, like all these different vegetables and different meats and like it tasted so bad that I couldn't even eat it. So this looks pretty good. So, okay, now the problem we have with this is again that level, the bracken's not low enough, I don't think. So I might have to, because it just doesn't come this far. So I think I forgot to take the bracken down. Or maybe we bring it down a little bit further. So we go minus 1,000. Minimum altitude. Okay, let's try that in the tall grass. We'll go with the minus 1,000 on the tall grass too. Thousand centimeters. All right. Unsavable. Okay. It did that because I'm saving it too quickly in succession. Because it's trying to send it up into the cloud. All right. Now we go here and see if our bracken comes down far enough. It may be that I just don't, that there are no instances of those particular plants in those areas. Is just play around the seed for the bracken. I'd like it to come all the way around. So we cancel this. It almost, like with this render, looks like a watercolor. All right, so the bracken, let's just change the seed so it arranges itself in a different place. Okay, what if we have it show us the bracken in the render? Okay, we'll go to viewport so we can go to, I think it'll show it here as well. Yeah, so that's terrible. Okay, let's see if we can find a better arrangement of it. And that's terrible. I'd like to get some in here. We got some over here, but we didn't get any. Okay, that didn't work. Okay. Okay, that's not doing any good. Okay, I'm kind of liking that a little better. So what if we change the density now and put a little more bracken in? What happens? Well, it changed the seed as well. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, I'm going to go back. See. Okay, you can't undo your changes here with Control Z. And I have no idea what that was set at. So, all right, well, let's just bring the density, just change it again and see. That's terrible. Spacing 1.25. Doesn't tell you what they are, like they're centimeters. Oh, that's, I'm kind of liking that, but now there's nothing here. So let's just change the seed again. Okay, if we turn off the trees, the bracken will populate faster. We got 142,000 bracken. All right. So we come up here and we're just going to turn off the aspens so that the bracken populates faster when we mess with this. Okay. Bracken. Let's go over here. That was 14,000. Well, There's just like nothing here. Okay, and now there's kind of nothing here. So if we do this enough, eventually we'll get stuff. Oh, now we got something here, but nothing here. So eventually we'll get some balance with this. I really like that up close to the camera. And now we got something kind of here, but now nothing here. It's really good at giving us exactly what we don't want. See, now nothing here, plenty over here. Nope. So this is lovely here. Nothing over here. Okay. I'm just going to go up one at a time. That's not too bad, but another click. That's terrible. Exactly what I don't want. The thing is I could just go and find my bracken and put some here, you know. It's not probably that difficult to do. So I just may end up doing that. Just putting a bracken tree in there. It's like, this is lovely, but there's none over here now. These are probably meters. 1.25 meters. Yeah, same thing. It's almost like it's written right in. It's like only put some on this side and none over there. And if you look at this example here, that's kind of what's there. It's like there's nothing over here. There's something here. Oh, there we go. That kind of works. And, all right, let's save this. That's okay. Rendering process. We've been an hour and 13 minutes. So I think I'm going to probably be done this soon. And you get to see an actual scene created, people. An actual scene. Somebody who makes a scene. Let's see what this looks like. Will it render with all this bracken in it? Oh, I turned off the trees, but I turned them off in the viewport, not in the render. it's going to render. Look at that. Amazing how that works. And oh, I like the way oh, look at this bracken is based on. So yeah. So this is like walking naked through the through the forest with no skin. But nobody can tell because it's from the back. So yeah. Yeah, it's amazing what you can get away with a big long robe. But without those skin textures, it allows me to put more bracken in the scene. It looks like I've got fern in here too, but maybe I think I did do all the fern. But this looks nice. We've got some of the green bracken in here too, mixed in. We've got we got a few of these flowers down in here. The daisies, daisy kind of California daisies, or some of them mixed in. This looks nice up here in the foreground. So I think we're going to let this render, and this is our scene. So I could put some clouds in the sky, but I think I like the sky clear like that. You know, in my brain, I was thinking of something more dark and foresty and mysterious, but this works. So kind of like dark forest, and so that can leave you all with some ideas if you want to take and do something with this. All I did was use the robe for Genesis 9 and ultra scenery. So there are a lot of different kinds of scenes you can put your figure in, and I've just used a road here. This is one thing I'm going to probably ask Howie. He probably doesn't know me from anybody else, but is if they'll give us roads without this. I would like to have paths, and it take you about an hour or so using masks to get rid of this little middle path. But if you use masks, you can get rid of the middle path here. But it still kind of looks like a path, and like there's something here. And because if somebody was walking up this road like this, they wouldn't necessarily walk in the grass. They would walk on the side or on this side, and I would like to have a path. So if you're watching, Howie, if you ever watch this video, please give us that feature, that land feature of, it may be in classic content to get a path without the verge here. I think this is called a verge. So, but the thing about classic content is you don't have all the editability that you do with you're kind of stuck with what you got kind of thing. So, yeah, so this is it. This is our, this is called The Walk in the Woods. Yes. So, that's, a possibility of us seeing what they have for, because they definitely have more features, land features in the classic content, but, so let me see where we are at here with this. For how far are we? We're so if I stay for another minute or so, I can this will hit 2000. So if I can let this render, so we can render this, and then I'll save this as a new scene. We're up to 1000. If I hit 2000, I think I'm happy with the render. So yeah, this is pretty cool. And then we'll try some classic content. See what happens when we try playing with the paths, because I'm not sure how well this other content works with the classic content, but I think it does. So we could just populate the classic content, but I don't know that we can turn off items of the classic content. I think we're kind of stuck with everything that comes with it, but I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've used it. So we're almost up. We got one more iteration here to come through, and we'll hit 2000. So this came out good. It might have been nice to use a little bit of depth of field or something here with this too, but okay, there we go. We'll cancel this. And 2000 is, for most scenes, like the minimum that I go for. Used to be 1000, but now I go to 2000. And okay, through the woods. Okay, so we'll go here now. File. Save as. We'll call this through the woods 1. And here we go. And so if we just take all of this content out here, minus, I usually make my own content. I usually don't use the pre-made stuff, but you can just take out. That's what's nice about it, is you can delete out what you don't need from the pre-made content. So now we go ecologies. This is the classic features, okay? And if we go here, now we have track. Let's see what we have here. And this looks like a track with, it does look like it doesn't have, okay, we go to 9. I think we're here, and I believe we're underground again. So, but this is ultra scenery. This has some kind of hedgerow. I don't really want that either. Let's see, but it does look like a track that is just a road. And now I don't think we have to even have this ecologies on. Okay, this is track 6, 5. Okay, 4, 3, 2. All right, now I believe this is still going to be a road. Okay, it says track, but now I believe our land is up high again, so we have to come up here and bring it down. And this would be minimum altitude. Let's go 10, minus 10. Okay, and now when we look around, okay, we have our camera. Let's go to the perspective view. This is strange. Okay, so this is actually really good in a way because it looks like we're able to come in here and mess with this map. So if we bring this gamma down, we can flatten this land out some, like a lot. Okay, and then we move our Genesis 9 figure over this way. But what we're going to do is go back and we're going to bring this down a little bit. Now Ultra Scenery 2. Go to our, we'll go -11. Okay, 12. -13. Okay, minimum altitude -20. Oh, this is really weird. -1. I mean 5, 3. Okay, because this is really strange that this gamma noise scale, because it's doing this weird mixed strength, eroded hills, noise scale, erosion scale. Okay, we'll try the seed. Okay. This particular, okay, let's go with too late. This is kind of interesting, but why is this so? All right, okay, I think what's happened, okay, is this -20 has got to be minus like 10 or minus, so we just have too much of a difference between them both. Okay, -5. Okay, there we go. A 5 -3. And then we can go -2 here. Oh, we can get 2 -1. Just kind of flatten it out a little bit. And then it does look like we have our track without the middle stuff there, but okay, let's see now when we go Ultra Scenery. All right, now we find our Genesis 9 figure. And let's just bring them up. Okay, and bring them out here and here. Okay, and then we'll zoom in on them. We'll just move them to the land the way. Okay, why? Now I don't want them this far because it's just going to be a lot of forest and all ahead. It's not going to matter what their eyes do because we're not even going to see their eyes. So her eyes, Y rotate. And we can now push her ahead like this maybe. Like quite a bit, like and over and up. Now let's see if when we add the other Ultra Scenery 2, does it create that middle path in the... Well, let's add Ultra Scenery 1. Okay. Remember our 2/3 rule. The horizon goes at about 2/3 of the way up. Because you want to have some sky. All right, that's the 2/3 rule. Save this again. And then we're going to go back to Ultra Scenery here. And now we could try, okay, these are going to be the ecology layers. So we can delete stuff here, I guess. Ecology preset. And this time we're going to do pines. No, you see, you can't delete it, but I think you can turn it off in the render by clicking these. So, but I don't think you can actually delete it. I just had a package delivered. I got to run down and get it. I'll be right back. Okay. Okay. I'm back. I'm back. All right, let's see what we got. We got some pines. All right. We got road pebbles, river grass. We don't need river grass. So we can turn that off. Oh, there's none anyway. I wish that, okay, so that's kind of nice. It just tells you we're going to just turn it off anyway. There's no river logs. Pines. And we got daisies this time. Everything else looks good. Let's see what it looks like. We're going to be using the same HDRI. This time with pines and with, will we have that thing down the middle of the road or not? I mean, it's a nice feature. It's nice to have it because if it was just a path, it would be, then everyone would be saying, well, why don't you put some little verge down the road, down the middle of the road? And so now this is nice. This one doesn't have the, look at this. This is kind of even nicer in a way than the last one. So, I think if I moved her ahead a little bit, she'd capture the light. So, Genesis 9. Let's move you ahead a little bit. Let's turn you. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. Thank you, people. It says we got 7 people watching. Thank you for hanging out with me. It's very nice of you. Very, very nice. So, let's see what this looks like. See, we can't change the density. We can't change a lot of things. Now that is really nice. Now our fog is somewhere else in the scene. We moved it everything. The rocks don't look incredibly realistic here, but they're okay. And so this is where all of a sudden I'm wondering whether if the sub D on this is enough. Okay, so but it's actually showing up. This is a beautiful shadow here. All right, so let's bring our fog back into the world here. So our camera, we're going to delete our camera. And then what we'll do is create a new camera from this perspective. And we will lock it. And then we're going to go, now we can take this perspective view and find our fog. And there it is. Bring it up. That's a huge angle. All right, I think we can even it out a little bit more this time. So we go rotate first, and let's rotate it until it's kind of straight. And then we're going to come this way. We'll rotate it again so that it's kind of like that. And let's see where this actually is. Okay. And we go like that, just a tiny bit like this to even it out. And we bring it back. And we'll rotate it a little bit more like this maybe. And we got to bring it way down. Okay, let's try it that. Try that. Let's see, as we can see, we got to kind of bring it up a little bit like that. Okay, we'll go back to our camera view now, our new view. And let's go to iRay. I think we push this up. Okay, this is okay. I'd like to go back to our surface. What happens if we, okay, this one. Okay. This. And it doesn't let you reset those. I gotta take this wisp array and we're gonna try a different one this time. Let's try the cloud field. Where are you, cloud field? Back to our perspective view. And this. Bring the cloud field up. Oh, we got to go. We can't see it until let's see the representation of it until we're here. And we'll bring this back just enough so it's in our camera. Let's see what this looks like. Camera. iRay. Oh, that looks nice. Let's see. Save this. And render. We might need two of them. The one up ahead a little bit too to... Yeah, this is nice. I don't think we need it up ahead. I think this is just kind of perfect. Yes. Look at that. Very nice. So I think what we need is like a poof as well. So to cover the whole scene. Everything is just too clear. And so we put in a poof. Where is it? Here. Fog poof. And then we bring that over. Like that. Bring it back. Okay, I think that might work. Let's see. Let's go to iRay. Okay, that's still... Well, let's see what it looks like. Okay, that's... now we go here. I think those are new. So that that you can turn off, like, and hide. Maybe that's the way it's been, but where it's so helpful that you can just write in Ultra Scenery to like hide and turn off certain things. You could do it before in the scene tab, but it's just really nice that, yeah, see, this is nice here. Maybe just kind of adjust our poof a little bit. I think bring the poof back so that it's actually behind her, because it's like right in front of her. And I think she's got to be within it. So let's see. Let's take and bring the poof back a little more. There, now she's within it. And we also... Now, what if we pull it back even a little more so that the ground is in it as well? And then we take the poof and just make it a little bit fainter. Or we could take the lower the, okay, that would be surfaces, go here. The scattering multiplier, just make it, the light scatter a little bit less in it. Okay, and now we go to our Control R for render. I like this one better than the other. At least the pines give it more of a kind of foresty look. Definitely that does. Yeah, see, this is nice. I think the poof is still too strong. So and we need some kind of tower here in the foreground. But I think it's okay, but I think it's still too strong. So, and the way to do that is to just pull some of it out of the scene more, like come here, and just pull it out of the scene more, so that there's less of it collecting there. All right, and then less of it accumulating as you look through the scene. And then we can just bring down, like this scattering multiplier, just bring that down so the light doesn't scatter as much in it. Some more maybe. This one, we can bring the absorption. So, okay, which one works? I always forget with the absorption. If I bring it up, does it absorb more or down? Okay, so obviously it doesn't absorb any when you go that way. So it's this way. Okay, the scattering multiplier, we're going to bring it down. I'm quite sure, yeah, see that? Brought it down. And so the light scatters less and bounces off each of them and keeps bouncing and bouncing off until the fog kind of gives you that headlight effect. Art, welcome. I didn't even know. 9, including me. Greetings to you, Art. Very nice to have you here. Very nice. Thanks to everybody who is watching. It's very nice to have people here. Very nice. Thank you kindly. Very kindly to have you here. So, yes, I have been learning about sleep patterns that I wait until I'm like really tired, and sometimes that's like 1 o'clock in the morning. And I've found that if I take and start at 7 o'clock and try to start, you know, like maybe 4 o'clock in the morning and get a couple more hours of sleep out of the way. And then, so that then basically I could maybe sleep from, 8 to 9 or 6, 7 to 8 and get my last 8 hours out of the way and have a good day. So now for me, going to bed at 7 o'clock at night or 8 o'clock at night isn't out of the question. I can go to bed, and if I only sleep for a couple of hours, I've got a couple of hours under my belt already, rather than like waiting till 5 and then in the morning and then having to get like 8 hours sleep at that point. So that's been actually working quite well for me. So this is actually pretty perfect. So we're going to put some kind of tower here. Okay, but we're going to have to put a fog wall out there. So this will work. All right, let's find, so like maybe the Jetsons house or something. I wish I had that, because I think I'd kind of look cool, the Jetsons. You know, that Jetsons house. But let's see what we got for towers. Tower power. Okay, we're going to turn this filter off. And this might work, the Tower of Solitude. Let's look, though, and see what else we have for towers. One of these might work. This might work. The Egyptian tower could work. Let's see what tree towers. Let's try the Egyptian tower, and that's actually I-ray and all, so we don't have to worry about too much there. Let's put that way here. Okay, way in the... I found that my little plan of kind of doing this doesn't always work, like staying around the center. It just comes back. It's like it really requires that Daz fix the zoom in thing. New heater. That sounds nice. Oh, if we're talking Angus, who finally got some heat back today, this morning. They've been messing with his heat. Okay, we're going to go scale. All right, we're going to go like that and see what that looks like. Are we in the right place? The trick is to make it look far away, like it's really far away. The tower is very far away. And that's what you use the fog wall for. I prefer a fog wall over anything. Wow, it's that time where everybody depends on their heat. And when you depend on something, that's when it's usually like not there anymore. Okay, the tower is over here, I think. So I have to move the tower this way, I think. Let's try that. Control R. Wow. Yeah, those furnaces cost... Some of these big apartment buildings with like 50 units and stuff. I live in an apartment building with about 12, but these 50-unit apartments, they like cost almost $1 million to replace the furnace. Oh, look at that. So we're almost there. We bring it over a little bit more. And I think I might... Okay, close that. We bring it over some more here. Maybe a tiny bit more. And we go Control R. I might make it more narrow. Like let it keep the height, but make it more like a spire. Oh, look, that works. It sure does. Okay, let's give it a few iterations. Okay, see, so it looks too clear, like it's right over the hill. Our fog wall. And there it is. Bring on the fog wall. So we bring this on like this. And we're going to go like this. And then we are going to click our perspective view here. And we're going to bring the fog wall over to this. Like that. And then we're going to scale the fog wall. Scale it. Okay, I need to go this like this to see this fog wall. There it is. Okay, so we bring it down and we scale it until it fills the world there. Why not bring it all the way over? And then we bring it down some more. I thought that would sound better sung. Scale it, bring it down some more. Then we have to go here and tell the fog wall that we want it to go to our density to relative size, and voila. Voila. I say that like it's spelled with a W. Yes, one of my spelling demons. All right, so now we go and hit save this. See how that makes it look far away? Control R. And wrong place. There we go. And where is what happened to Mordred? Morgana. Here we go. Now, we are back. We are buffering. It says that we're buffering. Oh no. It says I've got an excellent connection, so I'm not sure what's that. You might have to go and click on the little gear and lower the resolution down to like something, because I'm broadcasting in 4K. So you might have to bring it down. See how it tells me when things are not right. Yeah, if you if you just lower because it is 4K, so if you just lower it down to like 1440 or something, that should fix it. Yeah, well, see, I'm rendering on one computer and I'm broadcasting on a different computer, because whenever I would go to render, it would like mess up my stream when I was doing this, when I tried to do this all on one computer. But now that I have two separate things, all the other computer has to do is upload it to the internet. It doesn't have to deal with priorities of when I'm rendering something or not, that kind of thing. So let's just put a little bunny rabbit or something right here in the scene, just to put something else. We got bunnies. So product. That would be a hair, I think. Is that how you spell hair? I don't know if it's under bunnies or hair. I think that's how you spell hair. But it might be under bunnies or rabbit. Yeah, a rabbit. Let's try that. There we go. Here are some rabbits. Rabbits collection 1, collection 2. Rabbits, and let's go with this kind of guy. All right, actor. Oh, that's a different kind of hair. It's the hair for the rabbit. So we go default. This is the actor, and that's his hair. So let's see what we have for rabbits in this one. Kind of like this guy, this little guy. Let's put him in the scene. See where he went. Okay, tan rabbit. And we got to give him... does he have hair? So he already has fur. So I don't think we have to put fur on him if he's already got it. Let's see, go here. Let's bring him over this way. Bring him up. Where is he? Whoa, he's way, way, way over there. Okay, X. This way. This way. This way. Okay. Rotate him. And we got Peter Rabbit. Okay, and he's way too far into the scene now. Okay, and I think in order to set him down, I'm going to have to turn off my cloud here. And then we go to our perspective view, select the rabbit, go here. Okay. I have no idea. If he's... All right, so now let's go to the camera. He's kind of smaller than I thought he was going to be. Maybe he's a baby rabbit. But we can make him bigger. Scale him up. Parameters. Scale. A giant ferocious rabbit. Here we go. What have we got here? Now my V's have got, my W's have got V's. Yep. I'm wondering if I got her high enough. It looks like her cape is actually going down into the ground. So she's got to come up a little bit more. Riding the beginning of the render. It happens almost every time at the beginning. Riding the beginning of render. So, okay, so when I go to render, you're saying that it starts to that you get a spin? Okay, wait for the program to respond. It really shouldn't, because they're two completely independent processes. Now, I'm wondering if I save this with the rabbit in it. Or with the tower, or any of this stuff. Come back, Daz. Anytime now. Oh, that's odd. Okay. You might have to do what... You might have to do what, because I mean it's going all the way over to, I mean right now it should be doing this terrible. Okay, wait for the program. What's that say? Okay. Well, okay, I should be able to close it. Okay, alternate tab. Okay. All right, now, it won't let me click on that. Okay. Wait for the program. For just a little bit longer. All right, close Daz. All right, I've had enough. All right, so let's see. I am going to have a drink of some water. We will. That is very strange that happens when I'm doing a render. The only thing I can think that would cause that would be like metadata, where it's sending metadata over the internet, where Daz might be setting connect. Okay, let's see, my account. No, that would be this. Was it connect? I'm wondering if this work offline might work. Let's just do that for a while. Okay. All right. So now we new Through the Woods 1, create. Would you like to save changes? No. Yeah, I have, my background is a piece of fabric. It's a Windows 11 background. Very original, huh? Okay, so we're back here. Control L. Let's see some light. Okay, there's no bunny rabbit in there, so we lost our bunny. So we got to start that back again. Products, rabbit, default, and that won't open. Okay, this one. Let's go back with our rabbit we had. Okay, actor. All right, let's save it with the rabbit in the scene. Okay. And then we go out of here. We lift the rabbit up out of the ground. Okay, we bring the rabbit over. That's weird that when I pull on that, it brings the rabbit over this way. When I pull up, bring it over that way. And then what is that? It's just suddenly the gizmo became very large. Okay, I know the rabbit's got to come in like this. And down. And back. Okay. And I think we wanted to pull him back in a little bit further, like here. Y, rotate like this. And then we turn, okay, save this. Cloud, we'll turn the cloud off for a moment. Then we come here with our perspective view, rabbit. All right, he's just completely floating in the air. We go like this. And like that. Okay, try this again. Over there. Over here. Like that. Parameters, scale. I didn't want him as big as I had him before. Okay, back to the camera. Save this. A little too intimidating. And let's see, let's render this at 1920 so it kind of kicks in faster. And see if this, now I'm going to hit render. It shouldn't have any internet connection, because like when I render this, it's just sending the same exact amount of data to the other computer. It's just sending like a monitor, like it was going to a monitor. You know, it's capturing my monitor feed. So coming out of the computer. So it doesn't make sense that it would do that, but stranger things have been known to happen in this world. Okay, this is a little smaller, so it should, this is HD. This renders, so it should kind of kick in a little easier. Oh, and I forgot to turn my cloud back on, so I'm going to wait until it kicks in at least. Having, okay, so okay, I know what's wrong here. So we have to go, okay, my render settings got saved here, optimization. This has got to go to memory, and we might as well go into this render, progressive render, and turn the quality off. So, all right, save this. And now we can render this. Control R. And I forgot to turn my cloud on. Okay, what I have to do is go into iRay. We'll turn the cloud back on. We have to go into iRay. All right. And what that does is it loads all of that stuff back into the system RAM instead of the video RAM. All these instances of the trees and stuff. Now it will render. Control R. I turned the cloud back on this time. Usually that does it. There it is. We have a rabbit. Okay, he's got like flowers growing up through him. If I could get him into this little spot, I think he'd be better off. More visible. Is this going to do that again? I don't think it will, but do I have another NVIDIA update? No. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to close this one again, too. I hope I saved it with the bunny in there. This is kind of the way it's running fine now. It could have been, yeah, it could have been the meta interfering where it was sending meta, and I think I have the meta turned off, but, okay, close this down. Just close the program. I have about the patience today of a flea. So, all right, new through the woods, 1. I hope I saved it with the bunny in it. I got to turn the cloud back on again. So we're kind of at the point where this scene is almost done, but I do have 3 VDBs in here, plus this massive scene. Okay, we'll turn the cloud. The bunny, I think, is in his place, so we're going to bring the bunny. So we saved it with the bunny in the right place, I guess. Let's go to here, this 9. Let's turn. I can't control L, so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, tan rabbit. Let's pull the rabbit here and here. Okay. See if that works. Turn the cloud on. Save this. Let's look at our render settings. We'll go here. Then we're going to go to our optimization, which is going to be set to memory. This, we're going to turn, okay, that render quality enable is off. Save this again. Let's see, this is 1000. Let's go 1920. Oh, it's 1 by 1. Okay, this should be 16 by 9. All right, we'll leave it at 1. Okay, this isn't right. Let's see. This is supposed to be 16 by 9. I think that's what we've had all along. 16 by 9. Maybe not. We'll see. Let's see what it looks like. Save it. We can go back to 1 by 1 if 1 to 1 if it doesn't work. This time I've got to kind of let it render a little bit before I try to stop it. Okay. The rabbit looks like they're in an okay place. Doesn't look like he has flowers growing up through his head. It's hard to tell, really, but it looks like I've lost my poof. But there's these speckles here, which kind of tells me that they must be here. It could, now this problem with it not wanting to render could have something to do with the metadata being turned on. I might have to log back in. There's a way to turn off metadata but keep it still online. You have to do it when you log back into the metadata. Then there's these options that are kind of new. They weren't always here. So this is just locked up here now. I think this might be this particular render setting that I have here, that it doesn't like the render setting. Because it's like stuck on iteration 4. Luckily, I have it saved. Okay, if I hit cancel, it's not going to cancel. I have to just close this again. Okay, we try again. This time I think I have to log back into the metadata. Okay, so we'll load our scene, new, through the woods. Okay. Okay, all of this looks right. I think I moved the rabbit, then I saved it. Yeah, so this is all looking correctamundo. Connect. Okay, it says work offline. It didn't like work offline, so I doubt it would like just log me back in. Well, I'm going to do the work offline. Okay, then we're going to do this login. And it says this where it says update metadata. You want to make sure that's unchecked. Okay. So log in. Okay. There's another way to do that by going into like preferences or something. Or somewhere in there's a way to get into that, but I usually do it by logging out and logging back in. And what that does is it makes when you click on your products here, they load up. Oops, what do we got? We got some new body hair. Yay. So, all right, it makes your products load up here more quickly when you don't have that metadata. It was very nice of Daz to do that, to allow us to, because when you have like 10,000 products, it having to sit and load metadata like from the internet every time can make it very slow to load these, okay? So you want to make sure that's unchecked. Yeah, all right, now, you might want to turn it on every once in a while, and it may actually repair some of your metadata. I'm not sure. So let's see. Now I'm going to try a different. We'll go back to this 2000, and you notice it's back to this. Okay, so so it wasn't 1-to-1. So something in that particular render I think was messed up. So it's probably I should delete that render setting that I have saved there. Now we go to optimization. It says auto. We're going to set that to memory. And then we go to progressive render. That's off. Okay, this is all looking good. So save this again. And let's see, will this render? I think it will this time. I think it was that particular render. $11. Yeah, see now it's rendering. It's at 32. Last time it only went to 8, sits at 63 now. So it's the 95. Okay, it's rendering now. So we just did another render. Let me know if you got the spinning wheel thing. Let me know, because we're back in another render. And our metadata is not turned on, but we are logged in. It's buffering again. Okay. That is very strange. Let me see if I can get on my other computer. It is weird. Let me go here into my settings and make sure in my advanced. It says priority high. What if we set this at above normal instead of high? Because it may not. Let's go to normal. Apply. Let's see if that. All right. So you're not getting it. You're not getting the spinning thing art. So yeah, you gotta click on that little gear in YouTube. Click on the gear, and lower it down from 4K. That could be your internet connection. It could be your graphics card is not able to render 4K. And I don't think I'm at 60p right now. Settings, let's look. Output. Okay, that would be video. No, I'm at 30 frames per second, but I am at 4K. So, yeah. So we let this render here. At 1080, okay, and it's still, okay, it's got to be on my end because, well, I mean, if everybody's not experiencing it, but it's very odd that it's happening when I render, because that's usually was a sign of that happening when I was doing this on one computer. And it doesn't make sense that it just doesn't make sense at all that would happen. So I'm not sure why that's happening. Okay, I do have Chrome open. We'll go close Chrome. That could do it. And oh, and I do have a few other things here. I've got Zoom open, and this could the product portal here, and the AI suite could close, and I don't think I can close the Adobe thing, but then also on my other computer I have the one that's streaming. I think I have, yeah, I have Discord open. OneDrive Personal is saying it's got issues. Okay. Oh, are you serious? Yeah, it's OneDrive that's doing this. And now it's trying to sync my desktop and my pictures. I really can't stand when OneDrive does that. It's like, I don't want you syncing my desktop, and I don't want premium features. Yeah.